Hey sweet babies, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. If you like fragrance, makeup, skincare, real people, and real talk, definitely subscribe to my channel. So y'all, today we're gonna get into a perfume tag for 2022. So I got some tags from my girl Veronica Says and also Claire Smith. I had to mix up theirs because I really can't answer some of the questions because I haven't been collecting as long as they have. So I couldn't answer all the questions, and I had a tag in my phone, tag questions in my phone from March. So I must have known that I wanted to do this video at the end of the year. I don't know who those tags came from, so I'm gonna just kind of mix them all in, and we're gonna get a perfume tag video popping today. It's a lot of questions, so I'm gonna go kind of fast. You know, I can get a little chatty, but I'm gonna try to get through them pretty quick so we can get this video done, and let's get into it. How many perfumes do you own? So right now I own 118 perfumes, and that is what's left after doing my 2022 empty. So I had like over 25, I think it was like 27 empties for 2022 that I used up in 2022. And if you haven't seen that video, I'll link it for you, or it'll be down in the description box for sure. But yeah, so that's how many I have left right now. My favorite fragrance family, I don't think I have a favorite fragrance family. The ones that I have the most of are Bond, Kayali, Replicas, and Killian. I think those I have the most of. How many sprays? Girl, I can't even count. And it says, where do you spray? I spray the front, the inside of my arms, the back of my arms on both sides, the neck, all the way down chest, stomach, front of the legs, back of the legs, up, get some on my butt, back, like all of that. And then I spray my clothes. Like, I'm a heavy sprayer. Like, I am going to spray my fragrances. I didn't pay all this money to just be looking at them, okay? If you love it enough to repurchase it, repurchase it. If not, get something else on your wish list, girl. But we ain't just about to have stuff just sit and collecting dust, okay? I'm just not finna do it. Favorite perfume of all time? I'm not really a favorites person, y'all. Like, I don't have favorite stuff. Like, I don't have a favorite color. I don't have a favorite food. I don't have a favorite movie. Like, I like variety. I like variety, and I like new. I get bored real quick. So I don't have a favorite of all time. I have a lot of ones that I really love and are obsessed with, but a favorite of all time, I don't know if I have that. I mean, I guess that would be considered like a signature scent if I had to pick one, and I guess I'll go with the Lena Exclusive, which I mentioned in another video. And I say that because she just ticks all the boxes. She's pretty, you know, she smells good. You can wear her to any occasion. You can wear her every day. You can wear her for anything, to bed. Like, you can wear her anytime, anywhere, any place. It's an all year round scent, and the projection, sillage, and longevity are top tier. Like, she clicks all the boxes. How do you store your perfume? So I have 2 shelves, which if you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen them. So I just have 2 shelves, one on top of each other, that I got from Amazon, and they are in the corner of the room. And this room is very dark, and because it's in the back of the house, so it hardly, no sunlight really comes in here, and it's always cold in here because it's like back in the corner and no sunlight comes in here, so it's in a dark, cool place. Why did you get into perfume? So I've always had perfumes, not a lot. Like, I had like 3 for bedtime, so I've always been a person to have some for everyday special occasions and bedtime. I've always been that type of person, but I only had like 3 for each of those categories, you know what I'm saying? So I had probably like 10 perfumes, and I was cool with that, you know. And at the time I was doing natural hair content, and so was my girl Tresses of Alexis, and she started doing fragrance content. Girl, I started watching her channel, and she started teaching me about notes and because I was never a person to blind buy. Like, I was like, you bought a fragrance and you don't know what it smells like I mind blown, okay? But I started watching my girl Tresses of Alexis, and she'd talk about notes, and I started learning notes and, you know, what I like and different stuff like that. So I started blind buying based on notes and what I thought I might like, and then I just started learning and knowing what I like, you know what I'm saying? And I just started buying a whole bunch of perfume, like, and I've just been buying perfumes. Like, I've been buying all year, girl. I started my collection in December of 2021, and here we are. I did my first fragrance video in January of 2022. So it's been almost a year. So thank you guys. What is the main reason that you declutter a perfume? So like I told you, I'm really not a declutter type of person. I'm really a person, like, I'm just gonna use it up. I'm gonna use it up for bedtime. I'm gonna use it up for running errands, because you go to bed every night, so it's easy to use up a fragrance to wear to bed. And then you pretty much running errands every day or every other day or whatever, so you use the fragrance for that. It's easy to use it up for that. So if I'm focused on, okay, you know what, I'm ready to get rid of this, I'll just go ahead and use it up rather than declutter it. If I declutter it, it's like bad, like, it's bad. Yeah, so that's the only time I really like declutter it if it's just terrible, like super terrible. I'm not gonna wear it. I don't want to spray it on my bed. I'm not spraying it on the dog, like none of that. What perfumes have you totally used up? So of course you can check out my empties for 2022. Your very first perfume you bought because of a YouTuber. Girl, pretty much all of them. Like, I started watching fragrance content and blind buy took off, and I just was pretty much 90% of my collection is a blind buy. What is your goal for your perfume collection? So my goal is to be completely obsessed with every fragrance in my collection. Like, I just want to be completely obsessed. I don't want to have stuff in like, oh, I like that, it's cute, but I don't really wear it. Like, I'd rather have a smaller number of fragrances that I am completely obsessed with than a super large number of fragrances that, I mean, they just sitting there collecting dust. I ain't reached for them in 2-3 years. Like, I personally just don't want to do that. So I want to keep it to, like, I said I was only gonna get 100, but I'm over 100 now, so I'm gonna say 200 and I'm gonna stop. But yeah, I want to be completely obsessed with every single fragrance in my collection. So that's another reason why I use stuff up. If I'm not obsessed with you, then let me go ahead and use you up. I like you enough to use you up. I'm gonna go ahead and use you up and get something new up in here that I may be completely obsessed with. I purchased my whole fragrance collection with my own money. It's only 5 fragrances in my collection that were sent to me. Your most expensive perfume you've ever bought. So my most expensive perfume were Greenwich Village and Tribeca. So both of these, I bought both of these at the same time, and I bought these full price, and they both were $4.40 a piece. So those were my most expensive fragrances that are in my collection right now. What would be your signature scent if you were to have one? I'm gonna go with Delina Exclusive. She's right here, and which I already told y'all why. Best blind buy in recent memory. I'm really pleased with one. I picked out one for bedtime, one for every day, and one for like going out. So the one for bedtime that is the most recent and I've really been enjoying it is Clean Skin. So I've really been liking this. It definitely has that clean skin, musky saltiness. There's some leather in here to give it a little zing zing or whatever. But I've been liking this, and I bought this specifically for bed, and it was a blind buy. The one I've been enjoying for every day is this by Adore collection. This is Crystal Love. Oh, it smells so good. It's like soft, floral, fruity, and sweet. It smells so good. So that's Crystal Love by Adore collection, and this is the most recent blind buy, and this is Dame Rosa by Liquides Imaginaires. Shout out to my girl AI the Great. She put me on to this, and it just smells good. I haven't like really full blown got all the way into it, but I'm not mad at this blind buy at all. Your partner's favorite scent on you. Okay, so I have been with my man for a long time. So once you're with somebody for so long, like, y'all gotta keep it spicy, okay? You got to be like always, you know, bringing something new and exciting to the table. And he and I have that type of personality anyway. We like new stuff. We like trying new food, new restaurants, you know, going new places and doing new things, buying new things. That's just kind of how we are. So the excitement comes when, like, say it's date night. I'm in here getting dressed, he's in there getting dressed, and then we meet up downstairs and we like, ooh, what you got on? You smell good, you know, that type of thing. So we like to surprise each other and just, you know, try different things, surprise the other person. You know, you come to bed and you got on a different scent. Ooh, babe, what's that? Like, that's, you smelling real good, you know, that type of thing. I think we would be bored if we just every day you smell the same. Every night you just smell the same. Like, where's the excitement? Like, you getting in the bed and you smell the same, so I don't got nothing to get excited about. I mean, you smell good as a person, but I don't know. Me and him, we get bored. We be like, what we finna do? Spice up, you know. That's just us and our personality, and that's what works for us. Anybody that has a signature scent and wears a signature scent, no shade to you at all. Do your thing. If that's what your partner want to smell every day and loves on you, then go for it. I'm all for it. I completely understand. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But as for me and my household, surprise me, baby. Dupe houses, yes or no? I'm not against dupe houses. Whoever likes dupe houses, or, you know, that's their thing. Like, I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. Do you what works for you? That's all I got to say. As far as me and dupe houses, I don't specifically go for dupe houses, but I've been buying dupes for fragrances that I already have. So like Gentle Fluidity Gold. I love Gentle Fluidity Gold. And I went to reach for it one day and I was like, okay, whoa Nelly, slow your roll. You got a little dent in there, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, okay, what I'm finna do about that? So I heard that Orientica Velvet Gold was a dupe for Gentle Fluidity Gold. It's inexpensive, so I was like, let me get it, because I already had some Orientica fragrances that are really good dupes. Like, they damn near 90 to 95% smell like the fragrance, because I actually have the real fragrance, so I know it smells like it. And I was like, oh, yeah. So when I went to Gentle Fluidity Gold vibe, but I ain't really going nowhere fancy. Maybe I want to sleep in Gentle Fluidity Gold, but I don't really want to spray my Gentle Fluidity Gold. Girl, I put this on and get my whole Gentle Fluidity life, you know, my whole Velvet Gold life, because I don't have to like try to impress nobody. Like, if I got on Velvet Gold and I'm out, somebody like, what are you wearing? I got on Velvet Gold. I don't gotta lie and be like, oh, I have on Gentle Fluidity Gold. Like, no, girl, I ain't got to do all that, because I know I got Gentle Fluidity at home. Like, so I said all that to say, like, I don't mind buying dupes as long as it's a dupe of what I already have and it smells like it. I'm cool with that. Are you a blind buyer or a try before you buy? Girl, blind buy all day. If you created your own perfume, what would it smell like? It'll probably have some vanilla, some rose, some, it might have like a nice clean type of oud in it, something spicy or smoky or something in it. It would be something that you can wear all year round. It'll fit any occasion. It's pretty and feminine, but sexy too. Yeah. Favorite blind buy of the year? My collection. I built my collection just this year, and I love my babies. They like my little babies, and I love them. So all the ones that are still here that I love and are absolutely obsessed with, like, my collection, period. Worst blind buy of the year? Oof. I have a couple now, okay? But one that I have that I just don't even know what I'm ever gonna do with is this Afnan Her Highness Red. This reeks. Oh my god, it's so sharp and ammoniated. I don't know if the bottle has just gone off or what, but it just does not smell good at all. It's super sharp, it's sweet and fruity, but super sharp. And it's just it's absolutely no, like, I can't wear this, I can't spray this anywhere because of the sharp ammoniated type of smell. I had Her Highness Black too, and that smelled like, my mother-in-law ended up liking that one, so I gave it to her. But that one smelled like newborn baby throw up. If you are a mother, you know what newborn baby throw up smell like. Like newborn, like they just born, like a week old. That one. They ain't eating real food or nothing like that. And I told y'all that in my that vlog we was talking about. I was like, this smell like regurgitated Similac, and I can't do it. Okay, some of these are repetitive, so I'm gonna skip those. Wedding scent. That would be hard. That would be hard, because I would want to wear something when I'm actually getting married and something else like at the reception part, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I would want to wear something nostalgic though. Something that I used to wear when we was young and in our 20s and just kind of just figuring life out and all of that, and then to bring it full circle in to get married in it would be nice. So probably something like that. Favorite date night scent. Y'all know I love me some Black Phantom. Y'all know I love me some Black Phantom. And you put on Black Phantom and layer it with Vanille Fatale, which I told y'all about that when I was doing my spring layering combos. I had to throw that in there because it was just so good, and I knew that I was gonna wear it in the fall, in the winter. But yeah, Black Phantom layered with Vanille Fatale, like, girl, like, just, y'all might not even make it on a date. You just might not. Worst fragrance bottle. This by Gallagher is so ugly. This is so ugly. Like, ugh. This is Rose All Day. When I blind bought this, I was watching somebody and they were describing it. It sounded like so good. They were talking about how gourmandy and rosy it was and all of that. And they had like a clear bottle, and you could see the juice and everything, and it wasn't even shaped like this. It was just like a square with a top on it. And I was like, oh, okay, but when I got mine, it was in this ugly bottle, and I do not like this. This looks very masculine, and I don't know. I just don't like it. And now I really don't like the fragrance either. Listen to the notes though. Apple crisp, plum, dark rose, brown sugar, tonka bean, right? And then stainless steel. Why you mess it up with the stainless steel? Because that's all I can smell. And the person I was watching, they was like, you can't even smell the stainless steel. Oh, yes, you can. Yes, you can. You absolutely can. I don't hate it as much as I did when I first got it, because I feel like my nose has matured, or not matured, but it's, you know, it's different now. But I still don't love it. I still don't reach for it. It's like the perfect sweet rosy fragrance with pennies floating in the bottom. I don't like it. These Montal bottles is ugly too. They super reflective and they just ugly. They're not cute. Best fragrance bottle. I have a few. So I know y'all think these are gaudy, but I really do like these Orientica bottles. I like the whole gaudy look on these. I also like this bottle by Adore collection. Their bottles are cute, but I like this one specifically because it has the like bejeweled, bedazzled top, and I just think this is a super cute bottle. And then this bottle is just always gonna be fire, and this is a Louis Croc by Christian Louboutin. Like, these bottles are everything, and this particular one with this big crocodile on it is just, I love it. Least, we did the most expensive fragrance. Now the least expensive is probably this one by Swiss Arabian. This is Casablanca. I also have Valencia and Florence, and they were like $35-$40 or something like that, and I really like this. It smells so good. So yeah, this is the least expensive in my collection. Most complimented fragrance. I think I'm gonna do a video on that for my most complimented fragrances. I have been getting a lot of compliments lately, especially when I do my own unique like layering combos, because I really feel like it's stuff that people just haven't smelled before. So I've been getting a lot of compliments on that. But the next one is your most nostalgic fragrance, and other than J'adore, which I emptied in my 2022 video, this one is very complimented and also my most nostalgic one in my collection right now. This is Very Irresistible by Givenchy, and it has to be the Very Irresistible EDP, like, because I think they have another one and it's in a different color pink bottle. That one ain't it. But this one, this definitely takes me back to my 20s. Oh my gosh, it's very much more mature than I ever should have been smelling, though, for sure. It's slightly mature, but it smells so good. And to this day, when I wear this fragrance, I'm guaranteed to get a compliment. Guaranteed to get a compliment from this fragrance. It lasts. It has beautiful projection. The sillage, like, last time I wore this, I wore it to the grocery store. A lady turned around in the aisle, came back and was like, "Excuse me, what are you wearing? You smell so good." She was like, "I smelled you all the way down the aisle." I was like, "Thank you, girl." Okay, last one for Veronica's tags is offensive fragrance that I wear anyway. The offensive fragrance that I wear anyway is Creed Aventus for her. This is a beast, okay? She ain't no joke. Now, I told y'all I'm a heavy sprayer, and I am with most fragrances. I don't have to do all that with this. I don't have to do all that with this. Like, you don't need a lot of this, okay? Which I can appreciate. That's why it looks like I've hardly used any. This is a new bottle that I had to repurchase because I broke my other one. So I didn't really wear it much this summer. But like I said, you don't need a lot with this at all, because if you do too much, it will be offensive. It will. How often do you wear perfume? Every day and every night. Unless it's like I'm in the house, took a late shower, you know, midday or something, and I put that fragrance on. I'm probably gonna have that fragrance on for the rest of the night. It's probably an in-house fragrance anyway that I put on. A fragrance that I just wear in the house or wear to bed or something anyway. But for the most part, every day and every night. Last fragrance you let go of and why? Well, I guess my empties, and I showed y'all in that video what I liked about it, what I didn't like about it, what I repurchased and all of that. So yeah. Perfume you like most to buy. So I got about 85 fragrances on my wish list. So yeah, I got a lot that I want to buy. I think the one I want to buy the most, probably only because it's so expensive, is Whispers of Truth by House of Sea. I don't know if I want to pay the $5. I don't know, but I heard it is a beautiful fragrance. So I don't know, I might get it for my birthday. My birthday is coming up in February. We might have to do a little GoFundMe, okay? Like, everybody just send me $1 so I can get that perfume for my birthday. Like, girl, because the $5, and I know y'all like what you paid for, $40 for the bonds. I don't know. It's like when you $440 don't sound like $500. Like, it just don't. Most surprising discovery so far. The most surprising discovery so far, I would say, is Rosendo number 5. And the reason why I say that is because when Sharita was describing it, she was saying like she was told before she bought it that it has that burnt rubber kind of smell to it. But when she bought it, she was like astounded by it. And I'm like, why am I intrigued to buy something that has a burnt rubber smell? But the way she was talking about it, I was like, you know what? Let me give me a sample, girl. And I got me a sample, and it's so crazy because I do smell that it's like a pencil eraser. It's like when you was in school and you erase, you know, your paper, and it has that eraser smell. It does, but it smells so so damn good. Like, it does not make sense to me either, but this fragrance smells so good to me. Like, I love it. And it doesn't really smell like pencil eraser when it's on you. It smells like a kind of a slightly animalic muskiness, and the sweetness, like, it's, girl, this was the most surprising discovery for me for 2022. Most worn spring scent. So the most worn spring scent, which I'm going to end up emptying for, well, the ones that I've already emptied were the most worn spring scents in 2022. But since those are empty, the one that I have left is Marc Jacobs Perfect. So you can see I'm like halfway through this, and I'm going to end up using this up for spring of 2022. And I love it. It's juicy, it's fruity. Oh, it just smells so good. This was definitely one of my get up and go run around fragrances, and I know I'm going to finish it up, and I would repurchase this. I like it. Perfume that everyone else seems to like that you don't. Burberry Her. I do not like Burberry Her. It smells like strawberry plastic baby doll head. It reminds me of the smell of a Cabbage Patch doll head, strawberry shortcake doll head. Yeah, it's just too plastic strawberry for me, and I just can't rock with it. And it smells good on other people, and I know a lot of other people love it, and I'm hey, go for it, girl. It's gonna be in the stove for you, because I ain't gonna buy it. But yeah, Burberry Her. And the most worn summer scent of 2022, of course, those are all empty too, so you have to watch that video. But the one that I still have that I was tearing up this summer is Mojave Ghost. Mojave Ghost, this smells so good. It's so floral and just I don't know if it's musky, but it's got some sweetness to it. This smells so good to me. I absolutely love this. I'm so glad that I got it in the big one, and I would absolutely purchase this. I'm gonna try not to use it up this summer, but if I get close to using it up, I'm definitely buying another one. Okay, most anticipated autumn scent. I'm gonna go with, because I bought this like right before fall started, or right in the beginning of fall or something like that, and I was like, I cannot wait to wear this, and it was Oud Bouquet. I have not had a chance to wear this a ton because you don't need a lot of it, but I was just so intrigued by it because I don't have a lot of fragrances that have oud in them that I really like, and this does, and I absolutely love this. Like, it's the perfect blend of oud and sweetness and rose, and I really think this is so good. So I was so hyped to wear this for the fall, but I really haven't worn it that much, and when I did like, I didn't need a lot of it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm definitely gonna get some more wear out of this throughout the winter. Winter is just starting, so you're gonna see, I promise y'all finna see a dent in this. Most transportive seasonal scent. The most transportive seasonal scent in my collection is Angel's Share. The reason why it's so transportive, even when I was drive-by sniffing it in the summertime, like, I was like, ooh, it just takes you directly, immediately to Thanksgiving, immediately to the holiday season. Like, it takes you there, like, right away. And this is definitely gonna transport my mind every time I smell it. It's gonna take me there. So this is definitely it. Most ghosted scent. My most ghosted scent, which I had to pull out, was C Fiore. Like, ever since I've been just getting all these perfumes, like, I barely even wear her. She smells so good, and just like a soft, creamy, floral, kind of powdery scent. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and use her up for 2023 though. I'm gonna wear her like as a bedtime scent, or like an in the house type of scent, because it is a nice, pretty, comforting type of scent. I know it's discontinued, so y'all like, why would you do that? Girl, just use it up, move on, get something else new. It's like, it's okay. It's okay. And truth be told, I saw this at my altar, so I don't know how it's discontinued. They definitely had the bottle sitting there. I didn't go up there to the fragrances to see if the box was there, but they definitely had this sitting there, so I don't know. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and use it up, because I ain't been, you know, I left her behind. And I think that's why I ghosted her, because I knew she was discontinued. I didn't want to use her up, so I just been kind of pushing her to the back. Like, you just sit back here and relax, girl. Next fragrance to declutter, probably that Afnan fragrance that stinks. Like, that literally will be the first fragrance that I actually threw in the trash. Like, I'm going to throw it away. Like, because what I'm finna do with that? I can't even give that to nobody. It stinks. Like, I don't know if it went bad or what. It stinks. But thank God it was only like $35, $40. It wasn't that much. No, it was more than that. My bad. It was like $70, but that's about to be $7 in the trash. It just is. Favorite thing about perfume in general. So my favorite thing about perfume in general is how it can attach to a memory. So it could be a good memory to take you back to a person, a place, a time, of time you were having a great time, laughter. It can take you back to a person that you remember because you were wearing this, you know, an event, or it could take you back somewhere. I love that. I also love that perfume is unique to each person. Like, it smells different to people and it smells different on people. So you and I can smell the same fragrance and smell two totally different things. We can wear the same fragrance and it smells totally different on each of us. So I like that fragrance is unique to our noses and body chemistry as well. Next planned perfume purchase. So like I said, my wish list is long. It's like 85 fragrances on there. I can't really say which one is my next one because you know how you'll just be surfing on the internet and then you'll see a fragrance that's on your list and it happens to be on sale and you're like, oh, let me get it right now. It might not be the one you wanted the most, but you're gonna grab it on sale. Most enjoyable release of 2022 so far. For me, the most enjoyable releases were definitely La Perfume. I think this is such a beautiful fragrance and I'm so glad that so many people that hated the original Libre like this. I'm so glad they have one in their collection. So I'm gonna say this, and also Burning Cherry 48. Like, I know y'all be talking about how it don't last, but the smell of it I love how it smells. I like that it's that nice tart cherry, and then I get the woodiness from, you know, the Palo Santo, the slight smokiness. So I love the way this smells. It does not have the best lasting power, like 3 hours, but it's perfect to layer with stuff, especially this time of year. So that's why you see my little dent in it, because girl, I be layering her with different stuff and she be coming to life like that. Most disappointing release of 2022 so far. I did smell some in store that I was like, but the one that I actually purchased, and I wasn't, when I first got it, I was like, it's not what I thought. And y'all about to be like, oh, y'all about to clutch y'all pearls. This sugar patchouli, vanilla royale sugar patchouli, girl, when I first got this, I was like, this smells like Vicks. This smells like vanilla Vicks. And I just was not into it. I'm like, okay, let me let it sit, let the vanilla kind of, and I'm glad it's not a vanilla 28. Like, I did not want another vanilla 28. I'm glad it's something different. It's just not what I expected. When I read the notes, I don't know, I thought I was gonna get something different, a little more creamy with a nice oud. Like, I don't know, this just kind of smells like peppermint to me, but it's definitely getting better since the first time I smelled it. Like, it's definitely more wearable now, and it wears better on the skin than it does out the bottle. I will say that too. So I like it, but I'm not like in love with it. It might grow on me the more I wear it, but yeah, it's cool. It just wasn't what I expected. And last but not least, your favorite fragrance purchase of 2022 so far. And I'm just gonna say my whole collection. Like, I have really been enjoying collecting these fragrances. I've been enjoying you guys and building a fragrance, you know, a community here and being involved in the fragrance community. You know, meeting new people, you know, online that are in the same community. Everybody is so nice and helpful and all of that, and it's just a really nice community. And I love talking about fragrances with y'all, and I'm just glad that I was able to start building my collection, and I can't wait to see where my collection goes. So like I said, I'm going to do a collection video so y'all can see where I'm at the end of 2022, and then we'll be able to compare that to where I am at the end of 2023. So those were all the questions. Hopefully you guys like this perfume tag. If you have other questions you want me to answer, definitely let me know down in the comments. Make sure you like this video, share it, subscribe, and all of that, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.